Alright, ladies and gents, we're back. Check this out. Swiss Japanese yen. Very interesting situation right now. We feel fully prepared to get involved here. First, I want to start by describing the situation. You probably remember the Swiss Japanese yen because we were here not too long ago, quite consistently when we were chasing an upside move. That we thought, right, to be perfectly honest, was going to be ending at 114.30. Nevertheless, we were still successful because we tagged 113.70, which was our primary target. Our primary target was 113.70, but we did believe that price was going to go further than that, so we kept some of the position. But when it failed, right, price failed, it kind of broke back below at that day, at that specific day. We got out, right? We killed that, that bullish campaign. It was successful, but not as successful as we expected. However, we got out and stayed on the sideline ever since. Now, something's quite interesting starting to appear at this point, guys, and we wanted to to give the proper attention to the situation and also, of course, lay out our game plan. When it comes to the Swiss Japanese yen, we are still bullish, generally speaking. But now the technical situation is so fascinating because we're seeing price landing right on top of that 110.92 level, the bottom support, which had been proven to be so resilient. Remember last time price tagged that level? That was a few weeks ago at the beginning of March. Boom, huge move, slicing that area, jumping back up. Now price seems to be challenging that level again. But what seems to be really interesting is the way price closed out yesterday. Take a look. Close 110.93. It couldn't be any closer than this, right? Like less than a pip, right on top of that level. And what seems to be even more interesting is that little spike which tagged this particular key level, this green dotted line, 110.60. Now you probably ask yourself, what is this? Where is this coming from? So this would be just a simple Fibonacci correction, 76.4 off this move from the bottom to the top. Obviously the previous opposite move, but the whole move, right? Because we're trying to gauge whether this is still a correction. By definition, 76.4 is the last line for correction. Beyond that point, it's no longer correction, and in that case, we will have to conclude that we have a downside breakdown. A downside breakout. Anyway, it's really, it's really weird to see price, spiking that level, 110.60, and then jumping back quickly just to close inside of that blue system. So that's like double the force of, in terms of bullishness, right? And the indication here is very strong. Now we only need one thing, right? We only need this one to get triggered. Everything is in place, right? The conviction seems to be strong. The technical picture seems to be sound. All we need now, guys, is for price to prove that it can get back inside and cross back above 110.92. Because right now, as you can see, it's still traveling around back and forth, but it's kind of struggling to cross back above. Because what happened here, and this is really good stuff, right? Take a look at the opening, right? 110.87, which means we had a bit of a gap here, right? The close, again, I'm showing you again, close 110.93, right? Opening next bar today, 87. So price did jump over that level, believe it or not. It's crazy, but it did. So now it's kind of pushing from below. So we need price to prove to be able to cross back above, and then, right, what will happen is price will stay like this by the end of the week, right? And that's a big bullish sign. right? It means that we might have here, there's a very good chance we're going to have here a full-fledged upside reversal with a move that would probably break this consolidation phase on the upside eventually, right? A big move. So yeah, that's our take on the Swiss Jap, and we're ready. We're ready to put our money where our mouth is. So all we need, guys, is for price to make it above 110.92 by the end of the day, even better by the end of the week, and we'll be all over this one. All right, guys, that's about that for today. Enjoy the rest of your day. Forex market analytics. We'll be back tomorrow. Cheers.